Hey everyone. About a week ago, at this point, maybe a little longer when this video comes out, I did a video just going over, hey, here's like 6 roles that could be nerfed to help balance the game. They're all town roles. It's, in my opinion, the 6 S tier roles. More roles to it, the list, and even buffing a role. Buffing a town role, I know people are going to think I'm crazy, but you'll understand why I'm doing it, because it's not necessarily buffing a role, more of nerfing a different role. So let's just talk about some roles and what would work to make them less powerful, because the goal, slow down the game, is what the balanced community wants, and so that's what we're just going to be talking about. All right, so we got told on December 20th that all 3 alignments, so town, coven, and neutrals, had approximately the same win rate. So that would mean a 33% town win rate, a 33% coven win rate, and a 33% APOC win rate. Or not APOC, but neutral win rate, mainly APOC. Let me tell you, as I've played probably, I want to say I've played probably 35 hours, 35 to 40 hours of Town of Salem 2 in the past 2.5 days. I'm not even joking. It has been wake up, turn on Town of Salem 2, play games while I work, go to bed. And I've been playing 12, we're writing on about 13 to 14 hours right now today. I did it yesterday, and I did it once I got home on Saturday. And so I think that's a lie. I think that's a lie. Because I'm watching Town 1 way more than the others. And so we're going to nerf some town roles. And I think that's just what everyone really wants to see, is some roles less powerful. And so I got 9. And I got 1 buff, but that's really a nerf to a neutral role. So let's get started. So off the bat, we're starting with Socialite. We're going to take the town investigative, because I did a video a week and a half, 2 weeks back, that, Socialite's alignment should be town everything, because that's what it feels like right now. And so we're going to take away the town investigative part of that, where you don't get to see who visits your parties. You can still add people to your guest list, and players can still be added to the guest list. You just won't know when they get added. So let's say I visit 5, and 5 has a party on them. It'll still say unknown obstacle. But the socialite isn't going to know that I visited them unless I say it out loud. And so that's going to let the coven and be a little more hidden. Next role is Lookout. Lookout just got a nerf. Lookout needs another nerf. And we're going to give 2 of them. We're going to give the one that I suggested, which is cannot choose to visit the same player back-to-back nights. So that will, that will force the Lookout to move off of town power. And then what a lot of people on Mystic suggested this, and so this is what we're going to go with, is if more than 3 people visit, you don't see the visits. There's too many people visiting, which, to be fair, if I'm looking across the street, I'm not going to notice that many people visiting, right? Yes, there's a bunch of people. I don't know. So, nerfs Lookout, I think reasonably too. Next, Jailer. Jailer, I think, has had the highest win rate of any town role for all 3 seasons. Cannot jail night 1. That actually helps Jailer a little bit, because they're not going to die to serial killer. And then this is one, because the problem with Jailer is it does so much and it kills so fast. So let's slow down the killing, similar to how they slowed down the killing for Vigilante. So you execute someone, you have to take a night to dispose the body. I think that's fair. And that definitely handles Jailer killing too quickly. All right, next, Seer. Neutrals are all friends with each other. Your factions are Town, Coven, and neutral. Neutral should be neutral with other neutrals. Makes sense, as they're lumping neutral killing, neutral apoc together for win rate comparison. You know, we should lump it in for Seer. And what that does is it allows more people to be friends and slows down Seer's momentum of town. And we'll get to other momentums of town here in a little bit, but we got some big players to hit. Next up, Marshal, 1 Tribune. Killing 2 people in a game is more than enough for a town power. More than enough for a town power. You don't need to kill 4. You can kill 2. And then you cannot Tribune if a mayor has that day if a mayor has revealed or a prosecutor is prosecuted. That slows down the killing potential and allows people not to reveal. Or it slows down the revealing time. Prosecutor's the exact same way. You cannot prosecute if a mayor or a marshal both have revealed. And then this top one is because when I've played games and I've talked with people, you know, in game on the changes for the off season, the thing I get is prosecutor has no, you know, there's no punishment for misprosecuting. So it's, oh, you don't get your second prosecute. Well, if that's your second prosecute, then it doesn't really matter. So if you misprosecute, you are silenced to the next day. I know that there's some people who hate Voodoo Master and the silence, you know, effect. I think it's genius for a social deduction game to force people not to talk. Force people that they can't talk. And they can't vote. You know, and I think for mislynching or misexecuting a townie, I think that's fair. I think that's really, really fair. That, or if, you know, just like a side thought I was thinking, you mislynch, you have the same attributes as mayor. You can't be healed by cleric. You can't be protected unless it's like a bodyguard, something like that. Some sort of repercussions for poor prosecutor play. All right. Unfortunately, this means that mayor is also getting the nerf of cannot reveal if a prosecutor or a marshal both have revealed. Mayor already stinks, but that's okay. The idea is click button, ooh, I have voting power and everyone knows I'm down. Welcome to mayor. It doesn't have to be S tier. It was not S tier in Town of Salem 1, I can tell you that. And I don't think I've ever put it S tier. I might have at the beginning. S tier. I know, at least in 2024, I don't think I have. All right. Investigator. This is when I was talking about momentum that I wanted to get rid of. This is what I was talking about. Investigator does not find murder anymore. That's Coroner's job. This is a Mystic comment, and I wanted a reason to nerf Investigator because the momentum that Investigator gets by finding trespassing or murder is a lot. It's the same as Seer finding enemies, and it's the same as Psychic finding evils. And we need to slow that down. And so, you know, take away murder. Trespassing is all good by itself. Take away murder. Let Corner do that. Speaking of Psychic, this one's not that bad of a nerf of just, there's already confusion of can Psychic go on revealed roles? The answer is yes. And so let Psychic not go on revealed roles. And so everyone will understand it when you make the change. This is the next. There we go. This is the last one that we're talking about. This is the buff that I was talking about. It's not necessarily a buff to Deputy, more as I wanted it as a nerf to Jester. So one of my biggest complaints right now is Jesters are running rampant, saying the most outlandish BS things. And Deputy can't handle it. And one of the reasons that Deputy existed was to handle obnoxious jesters who say outlandish things. And so Let Deputy just shoot through Jester. That's all I want. And there you go. That fixes the Jester problem. I mean, Deputy doesn't need to be any stronger, but it fixes the Jester problem. That's what I'm looking for. So, that was all 10 roles that I wanted to talk about. I hope you enjoy. I'm sure that there's going to be there might even be some changes today. I'm recording this video, very, very late on the 31st. It's coming out on the 2nd. There might be some changes January 1st. There might be some changes December 31st. There might be some changes right when this video comes out at noon on, January 2nd. That's okay. We'll talk about them in an update. But for now, that's all for me. I hope you enjoy, and we'll catch you again next time.